She came into this room and asked me, "Hey, can you come help me with something really quick?" That was the beginning of my mistake. That's good. Everyone has a brand. Everyone has a reputation. You got to make sure that you have a good reputation with your number two. You're your number one. Always. You are always first. Then your number one, if you have one, should be your wife. The reputation that you have with her, the branding that you build with her, should be 10 out of 10. So it's very important that you don't waste your wife's time. This happened on Thanksgiving weekend. It's now December 14th. That's about 3 weeks ago. This is a learnable moment. I should record these the moment they happen, because that's 3 weeks ago. I tend to forget things, and the story is not as sharp as it was 3 weeks ago. I was here sitting at my desk getting my work on. I had already brought down all the Christmas decorations from the attic. That's where we keep them the rest of the year. And I had laid the boxes down all throughout the living room. Suhei had already started decorating the living room for us very nicely. She does a beautiful job at it every year. She prides herself on how nice she decorates for the holidays for us to enjoy, because we're the ones that see these every day. By the time I get up in the morning, the lights are on before the sun really starts hitting, and then in the evening they're on again as soon as the sun starts setting. I've never had to worry about turning the Christmas lights on or off, but yet I enjoy them every day from the moment they get set up. This includes the garland, the Christmas tree, the lights, the nativity set, all the little extra twinkle lights and the side mini Christmas trees, everything, even the candles. The place smells Christmassy. And during her decorating extravaganza, she came into this room and asked me, "Hey, can you come help me with something really quick?" And I said, "Sure, I'll be right there." That was the beginning of my mistake. According to my thinking, I wanted to find a stopping point. And it's good to find a stopping point. You can't just stop randomly. I mean, you could, but then I'll kind of lose my place or possibly lose the momentum that I've built. So I like to find a stopping point so I know it's a stopping point, so that could turn into a starting point when I get back. But in this case, that stopping point wasn't showing up anytime soon. I kept going and going and going and going. That's the little bit of a curse that happens when you really love what you're working on. But finally I stopped and I got up and I went to go help her. An hour and a half later. During this hour and a half before I got there, she did other stuff. She's very active and she knows how to maximize every minute of her day. And when she's gonna get something done, she gets something done. Usually a lot done. So even though I didn't show up to help her with that thing that she wanted me to help her with, she got other stuff done and waited for me to finally show up and help her stack the Christmas tree. So when I finally got there and we put together and assembled the Christmas tree, it reminded me on how important it is to not keep your wife waiting. Work on your reputation with her. Build a good reputation with her. Build your trust. Build your accountability. If you say 5 minutes, make sure it's 5 minutes. If you say it's 10 minutes, make sure it's 10 minutes. If you say it's an hour or 2 hours or 2.5 hours, make sure you're going to be on time. And if you're not, simply just hit her up. There's so many ways to communicate now. Let her know that it's not gonna be 10 minutes, that you need an additional 5, and then stay accurate to those. On top of this, just being plain old courteous, it values her time, and it also brings so much value to you. Makes you an accountable person, a trustworthy person, to the second most important person in your life, your wife. Remember, who's the first most important person to you? You. This shows that she's special to you, that her time is special to you, and that you value her time. At the same time, it'll show her that your time is valuable. So valuable that you make sure that you're on time. So you get finished that thing that you're going to do with her to get back to the important things that you got going on. But she was so important that you were willing to stop what you were doing to go help her at the time you said you were going to help her. It's a win-win. You don't want to be known as the "he'll show up eventually" guy. Or even worse, the "oh, he probably forgot" guy. Those are definitely titles that you don't want. You want to be known as the guy who, "oh yeah, he'll show up. He said 5 minutes, he'll be here in 4.5 minutes." Build that good reputation with her. Be the best version of you that you can be. So remember, don't keep your wife waiting. Value her time. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's story, don't forget to tap the thumbs up button. And also, if you want to come kick it with me and hang out during the next story, the next video, hit that subscribe button. That's it, I'm gone. I'll see you in the next video.